So Baldy has just made some new UFC news, and first things first, because I like this. I like this a lot. They've actually changed the setup of the announcements. It's not just fucking Dana White sat there on his front phone camera. Basically, you cannot see anything. It's like half his face. And then the minute he's done announcing the fight so enthusiastically, he's like, right, I've got shit to do. You run a multi-billionaire company and you just fucking, you've got shit to do. That's more important than the company. Yeah, but they finally dragged him off the casino table and got him fucking, he just got him on the table and then fucking made him announce. Still enthusiastic, like, but they got him there. I'm gonna have a picture of it on the screen, anyways. But like, we had Michael Bisping there, just adding his like 3 cents, and Brendan Fitzgerald was there as well. So yeah, they finally got him off the fucking gamble desk with fucking Aiden Ross, and yeah. But anyways, on to UFC 328, and the main event is Hamza Chimaev and Sean Strickland. Now this is going to be a bit iffy one, because poor Mamavov, by the way, Mamavov is just being skipped over. Mamavov doesn't matter anymore. He's probably been training hard for a year trying to get this matchup, but obviously, Chimaev doesn't want to fight anyone unless it's 100% his terms. Like, if he stubs his toe in the middle of the night, pulls out like Asu did. Just saying. But, if they're muting Sean Strickland's microphone at a post-fight fucking press conference, after the win, and they start asking him, like, how do you feel after that win? Them sort of questions. If they're muting him after that, imagine what they're going to do in the pre-fight press conference. Just, when they have, like, everyone at the desk, just imagine you're going to have Sean Strickland calling Hamzat Chimaev a terrorist, a Chechnyan dick sucker, a dictator dick sucker, but man, this press conference is going to be crazy. I feel like that's the only reason why they've made this matchup for the press conference. And you know what? I don't even mind it, to be honest. Because, like, well, what's the other fight we're going to get? A Mavov who says, like, 3 words at press conference. Like, no, we want some beef. So, I'm kind of for it. And stylistically, if we're not looking at, like... Because obviously we all already know that... We already know that Sean Strickland got tapped out in sparring. It was positional sparring from the back and half guard and full mount and that, but like, let's be honest, right? There's not that much of a difference. You're just starting in very good positions. Usually most fighters just do this train from there and they work their way up from that. But stylistically though, if we're not talking about that and like sparring rounds, what happened in sparring? Sean Strickland is probably the most difficult matchup for Hamzat Chimaev. I'm just saying that much. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest with this part. Chimaev cannot strike at all. I watch his pad work, looks terrible. I watch him shadow box, also looks terrible. But his grappling is a fucking amazing. No one can deny that. Especially like before the Dricus du Plessis fight. Like, I'd honestly argue he's the best wrestler in the sport. Now, after the Dricus du Plessis fight, it's a different fucking story. Now, I'd probably say Khabib. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I've seen Dricus du Plessis make it to a decision now. I've made Usman make it to a decision. I kind of think Sean Strickland can make it to a decision. And if he can keep it on the feet, this is an easy win for Sean Strickland. If he can keep it on the feet, keep it walking forward, put the pressure on Chimaev, and if Chimaev literally gassed himself through grappling, but not grappling, but like literally laying on top of someone and fucking doing fuck all basically for 4 rounds, and still gassed out in the 5th round and got his ass kicked by fucking Drickers. And yes, I do agree with Drickers. He was winning that last round. He didn't win the fight though, but he was absolutely won that last 5th round. It's like, if you gas out against Sean Strickland, he's getting the finish. Undeniably, he will get the finish. It's just a fact. So, well, he won't get the finish, but like, he got one finish, and I'm acting like he's some sort of fucking Francis Ngannou. But like, he will win that round. He will jab and teep himself to the end of the round, you know. So it's a difficult one to predict if we're going purely off stylistically, but we know what happened in sparring. And Chimaev's entire game is based around getting your back. Can he get Sean Strickland's back? Is the question though. And I feel like Sean Strickland is going to be the type of guy to beat him. I'm not entirely sure who I'm going to choose here. I'm probably going to go with Chimaev. It's a safer pick because, you know, these certain fighters from that certain region of the world, you know, at a certain cliff, where they will just have no problem laying in the back position, laying in half guard, laying in mount, doing nothing, even though it's the most dominant position. They do not care. Meanwhile, I've got to listen to Amir, Abdi and fucking Muhammad from Pakistan talk about how we are different, even though they have 0 fighters in the sport. But I digress. And yeah, I hate when my screen goes black during my recording, because then I've got to quickly fucking tap the thing on before it deletes my recording. So, but yeah, I'm probably going to go Chimaev. I think Chimaev will probably get it done, just through a typical boring laying in a certain position fight. But yeah, they're so different, aren't they? But the rest of the card, let me pull it up on my phone anyway, so I actually know what I'm looking at. Because when I was looking at it, I didn't think it was that great. Where is it? I should be more prepared, shouldn't I? So we have the co-main event, which is actually Alexander Volkov versus Waldo Cortez Acosta as a co-main event. Like, that's a good fight. And by the way, how badly has Volkov got fucked over by Gane? Let's be honest, how badly has he got fucked over? Like, he got robbed by Gane. He gouged fucking Tom Aspinall's eye out. Fucking took the fucking thing off on a fork, and yeah, took his fucking eye out, and then yeah, now he's fighting Waldo Cortez Acosta, and yes, I'm gonna go with Volkov. I'm not dumb, but Waldo's kind of proven himself to be semi-decent at the sport. He is kind of technical. And then underneath that we have Sean Brady and Jaquise Buckley, as I like to call him. I'm not gonna lie, that Usman fight was a proper pathetic performance. I'm still godsmacked at like how shit he did in that fight until the 5th round, until he just decided like, I've just magically appeared to have takedown defense. So yeah, and this was a fight night main event, and they've now changed it to a feature fight of a card, which yeah, but still, this fight is good. I feel like this should be on the card, but you know, Volkov, like, there should be something there as a co-main event. Like, if you saw my Twitter post, I thought it was going to be Marab Yan Free, because I have a reliable source on Twitter that usually predicts every single announcement right. But this time they got it wrong, so I don't know if they're going to push it back or whatever. I don't know, I'm not even know how. But then we also have, like, Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov. They make a rematch for this, but not a rematch for fucking Ankalaev. You know, where Jan Blachowicz pretty clearly won the fight, and then Joe Rogan pretty clearly just decided to just be like, yeah, we fought that, you lost. No, get out the sport, you fucking ginger ape. Yeah. And then we have Bobby Green and Jeremy Stephens on a main card in Big 2026. You cannot make this shit up, I swear down. But then we've also got a Bittier Gutierrez versus Ozzy Diaz. Really? Can we not give him a step up at all? Really? Can we not give him a step up at all? I don't know, give him like Cody. Is Cody Brundage even in that weight class? I can't even remember now. Is he a light heavyweight? Am I just dumb? I might be pretty... Yeah, no, Cody Brundage is a light heavyweight. I don't know, fucking... Just give him someone who's half decent, I don't know. Give him a top 15 ranked boy. Give him fucking Marvin Vettori. How about that? That was a great idea by myself. But Yeah, that's 326 for you, and then we'll move on to some of the Fight Night main events, which are okay if they make the cards well. So we have a UFC Vegas 116. I forgot they actually title these, and it's been replaced because Sean Brady and fucking hell, what's his name? I've just said his name. Jaquez Buckley, as I call him, because I cannot say his first name. It got pulled off this card to be on a main event, which makes kind of sense. They've replaced it with Aljamain Sterling versus Yusuf Zalal. Now, like I've said before in my prediction video for this week, Emmett versus Vallejos, I cannot find Zalal's fight on Fight Pass. It just doesn't exist. I might have to watch like the pay-per-view and skip his fight, because like, I know it's not allowing. And it's an alright, but like, why are we still in the Apex? It's big 2026, so we don't need the Apex anymore. We have arenas, you know. I think this is just an excuse for them to put like fucking Dana White's Contender Series guys just anywhere, so they can just ram it up with the fun. Because like, we get like Dana White's Contender Series guys who are like haven't fought since their Dana White's Contender Series fight 2 fucking years ago. Like, and I don't care if you got injured, unless you snapped your shin, you should be you should be fighting. But we now have a co-main event to Prates versus JDM. I like to forget that fight's happening, because I just know JDM's getting starched and I love JDM. But Beneil Dariush and Sal killed. He avoided one horrible, disgusting matchup. Don't know who he pissed off at the UFC headquarters, but like he is not very well liked, is he? And he's now fighting Sal Kills, who's probably going to murder him as well. So, yeah, I guess that'll be a good start until we see our boy JDM get starched. You can like, Prates get injured and get pulled out the fight or something. Like, respectfully. Respectfully. What is this? I don't even have my alarm set on, man. What the fuck? I actually hate that shit. You know, you turn it off because you wake up early than your alarm, and it just turns on anyway. I always turn it off. Oh, that's pretty embarrassing. Anyways, the next fight after that, we have Arnold Allen versus oh, for fuck's sake, I can't say his name. The one with the colourful eyes, called Mezcoel Costa, I think is his name. He's now ranked. He just beat Danny Ige a couple months ago, and Man, I think Arnold Allen will get it done. Also, other matchups. Sterling beats Zalal, probably, most likely, and Sal killed will murder Beneil Dariush. But I do think Allen can get it done against Costa, but Costa's so underrated as a prospect in the division, because he's not like a massive finisher at all. But he does get a finish now and then. I could see him getting it done, man. I could see him getting it done. But I think, because we've got to remember here, Arnold Allen is the guy that beat Evloev. I know the judges didn't think so, because, you know, there's a V in his name, and they just have to pander to these fucking cunts, cousin marrying, fucking child marrying bastards, right? Those got to pander to them for some reason. I don't know why all the Western countries are pandering to them, but they just are. But anyways, Allen probably wins. I'm not gonna lie to you, but at the same time, Allen has a bad fucking tendency to be winning a fight out technically, beating him like he was with Gene Silva, and then not throwing anything. I don't know if he broke his hand or had an injury or something, but probably not, since he stepped in this quickly since that fight. But man, I cannot see this going well for him if he starts doing that again, where he just stops throwing punches. But I think he can get this done. I'm going to go with Arnold Allen via decision, but man, they don't like him, do they? But moving on to the next fight, which is the UFC Maku fight, which is in China. And the main event they've put for this one, Song versus Figueiredo. And that is Song Yadong versus Davison Figueiredo. I've already said my piece on Davison Figueiredo. He does not throw strikes at all. He doesn't throw punches at all. He barely throws a strike in some fights. So Song Yadong's probably going to be the best out of him. But I want to see Song Yadong get a finish in this fight, though. I do want to see him, because he's touted up to be one of these, like, big fucking knockout artists, which he's not. But, like, I haven't seen him rocked an opponent in a while, you know? And you can't be calling yourself some big fucking knockout artist if you haven't knocked anyone out in a while. So, yeah. And then the co-main event they've put for this one is Zhang, who just got a leg kick TKO'd. And then versus Alonzo Manyfield. Zhang should beat him, but after that performance of getting kicked in the leg and just quitting, yeah, it wasn't the nicest looking thing. And that was in China, so it's not like he was fighting in fucking Brazil or something. I don't know, that one's a bit of an iffy one. But they've somehow, why have they done this? We've got Taliesin Teixeira, and he's taking out Sergey Pavlovich. Yeah, Sergey Pavlovich is knocking out Taliesin Teixeira. There's no way you're telling me Taliesin Teixeira loses to fucking Derek Lewis in his first fight in the UFC, but then he's gonna beat fucking Pavlovich. It's no way that happens, but I think that's all. No, we got another announcement. We got Belal Muhammad and Gabriel Bonfirm, and I've always said it for years that Belal Muhammad isn't that good, and it's so good to be finally proven right. I said it about Murab, that was even better, but fucking when JDM was beating the brakes off Belal, I was so happy in life. I remember going to sleep feeling so fucking good about myself, but then he got laid on top of a fucking... He got laid on top of by a fucking inbred from my mountain. Yuck. But yeah, I'll probably go with Bonfim. But like, even as well, but like Muhammad, like Belal Muhammad isn't actually so bad. Like, he is good, he's just not top 5 level, and he got really lucky to be fighting fucking Leon Edwards to win a fucking belt. But man... Man, the fucking careers that these two have had. Fucking Leon Edwards and fucking Belal Muhammad. Man. But I think that's all of them now. Is that right? Yeah, that is all of them now. Obviously, I forgot about Belal Muhammad. that wasn't even like a joke either. I genuinely forgot about him. But that's going to be the video. Like, subscribe, and... Yeah, subscribe, because we're trying to make it to 100 subscribers by the end of 2026. Man, I fucked up the outro so badly. And yeah, follow me on Twitter.